so that when you overblow a note, you don't get an octave, you get something quite different often. I'll just demonstrate a little bit. So. Just overblowing, I normally get an octave. Almost an octave. Now, most pretty nice fluid are made out of bamboo, but they are nowadays also, you can also get examples made out of plastic. They work in exactly the same way. But you can tell by, I'll blow this on a little bit, the difference in the overblown note is different from flute to flute. And that's one of the things I find exciting about the instrument. That you never quite know how one's going to behave until you get to know it. And that's all. Gary.
This instrument is a kotsuzumi, a small modification about melody. This drum can actually play two tones, although they're really more of a percussive effect. You see the chords can be squeezed, and when they're squeezed, it'll produce a little bit higher tone. When they're relaxed, it'll produce a lower tone, like this. You hear that higher and then going lower? That's all the melody you can do. But it's a little bit. It adds a little texture to the overall sound of the ensemble. That's one of the four types of drum stroke. It's the one used most often. Another one with a lighter effect, keeping the chord squeezed, and just hitting with one finger. Another thing one can do is tighten the chords and get thermal fully. Use that kind of effect. And we can also get chords loosened and get a little bit of a higher sound, lower sound. And sometimes you'll see that the sound combined with the squeeze and release to produce a sound like this. One other thing I'd say about this instrument is it has a relatively soft tone compared to the instrument, which we don't have any person. I think we can think of our instruments as persons. The big drum has a much sharper sound, almost like a crack. So there's a certain yin-yang relationship between that hard, dry, cracking sound and this softer sound. In fact, this happens to be a plastic drum, which is within my budget. But traditionally, drums have feather hides, and those drums would love tropical Singapore for its humidity because they like to be wet. So much so that you see drummers actually often moisten the head of the drum to keep it moist during performance, so it will maintain that nice soft wet sound.
And I have an instrument here which is the large version of this, except we don't have that instrument here. The ootsuzumi is to represent a size slightly larger than the kotsuzumi. And actually it takes a lot to prepare. Also, we don't have all our members of our troupe, and in fact, I normally don't play this instrument. In fact, the couple of members that we do have who normally play this weren't able to come to Singapore. So, considering that it takes a lot to prepare, that is to say, usually it needs to be heated for an hour and a half to 2 hours. So it's kind of the opposite as the kotsuzumi. As Gary just explained, while this needs moisture, if anything, the ootsuzumi is heated in order to get rid of moisture. And so while the kotsuzumi might like Singapore, I'm not sure if the ootsuzumi would so much. But that is the idea that before any performance that you spend a lot of time getting the moisture out of the drum heads. And so it it does, you can make a very high, dry, hard sound with it. Now, what I do have here is actually something that's very common. This is what's called a hyoshiban, or a rhythm block, as you would say literally. And I use what's called a hari-ogi, that is a fan that has been, you take one part of it and it's been wrapped, traditionally wrapped with Japanese washi, Japanese paper. This one happens to be wrapped very nicely and sewn with leather. But what musicians, hayashi, that is instrumentalists, when they are teaching students, they will often play, and I should have brought the second one out here, I have it backstage, but you would have two of these, and they would play the parts. For example, they would play the kotsuzumi and the ootsuzumi parts here as they're teaching, and the same way for actually dance teachers, often using their lap as they're moving around with their students. And this is just a regular fan, but the other part would also be like this. I'm not going to hit it like this, but they would often be playing like this, and then they might use the two parts of the fan as if it's a fan, and so they can both teach their students and they can keep the rhythm without just having a full hayashi ensemble there, or even a recording. So this is what is traditionally done. So this is rarely played in a formal no situation. That said, I've seen it used in a formal no situation on a very snowy day when one of the drummers didn't make it in time. And so the other drummer, because it was a rather rare play, used the hyoshiban and played these two parts throughout the first half of the play. And suddenly the other drummer appeared, and they went off into their two instruments and they played the rest of the piece. But normally it would not be performed in situation. And I'll just add again, I should say in a full ensemble there would be one more drum, and that's a stick drum that would be, or taiko, which would be on a stand and slanted a little bit and played with two sticks, or bachi. And so it is these three drums plus one flute. As Laura said, that's the melody instrument. These three are the rhythm, and so you can see how important rhythm is in the hayashi ensemble. And then, as Gary also mentioned briefly, that is the unique drum sounds, or Kakekoe, which keep the drummers together, help the flute understand where they are in the text or in the piece that is being played, or the singers. It helps keep everyone together. So instead of having one drummer being the leader throughout, instead the drums play these kakekoe, or drum, what we call in English, drum calls. Calls which then help the drummers sort of come together and sort of match the way they are supposed to match. Without the drummers looking at each other, or without one in particular being the leader of the ensemble. So we are going to play a very brief piece for you, kakeri. I think it was written in your programs. And this is just a very short piece to give an idea of how the drums work together. However, I should say the flute in this piece is not matched. It's sort of a free rhythmic section that fits different sections of this short piece. Later on in what we play, you'll see that there will be some matched flute sections as well too. In this piece, it's all unmatched. Okay? Kake. Yeah. Yo. Yeah. Yo. Ho. Yo. Ho. Yo. Hum. Ho. Yo. Ho. Ho. Thank you.